Hi guys, in this video I am going to explain Tomb Raider movie. The story of a mythical Japanese queen is told at the beginning of the film. The queen has the power to give life or death, and whoever he touches dies. The general buries the queen beneath the mountains in the distance, so her evil will not spread. Now Richard starts finding her tomb. He has become passionate that he didn't care about his family. Richard has a daughter named Lara whom he left. Lara is shown who has become a boxer. Meanwhile, the owner arrives and says her membership fee is still left. Here we discover Lara's story, that her father Richard didn't return. Later the government announced that he is dead. But Lara has enough money. Her father has left a lot of property for her. She wasn't ready to accept that her father has died. The business partner of her father also makes her understand. Even then Lara refuses to sign the property papers. She still hopes that her father is alive. But in the last, the business partner of her father makes her agree to sign the property paper. Her property will go into auction if she would not do this. She also discovers that her father left her a Japanese puzzle while signing the papers. After solving the puzzle, she gets a note from it. Reading the note, she uses her mind, and she moved that place, and that was her father's tomb address. She moves there and presses the first letter of her father's name. She opens it with the key she got. Meanwhile, the door of the cave opens. Reaching there, she discovers where her father used to spend his time. Lara finds a camera there in which the message of her father was recorded. Lara sees the video in which her father says, "I moved out to prove that the supernatural still exists, and then I discover about Japanese queen. I moved out in search of her, and I was in trauma after losing your mother. I went there in search of that queen's tomb to bring your mother back from the spirit's world. Now you have to do this for me, and you have to destroy the information about the queen, so it will not be taken by any wrong person." Hearing the message, Lara sees the things there and discovers while reading the information that who has helped her father. She now takes out a loan with the help of her father's property and collects money. She moves to Hong Kong and starts searching for the ship in which her father was last seen. The thieves arrive when Lara was finding the ship, and they run after stealing her bag, but thieves have stolen the wrong girl's bag. Lara chases them and shows her boxing skills. Then she compels them to return her bag. She has got the ship and talks to the owner, but he tells that his father helped her father. "My father also didn't return after helping your father, and I don't know whether he is alive or not." Lara says to the ship owner, "We can find our fathers." As Lara also comes to know about the island through her father's information, Lara doesn't know how dangerous that island is. That's why the owner refuses to go there. Lara gives him greed for a small amount because the owner was in debt as well. So he agrees to help Lara while knowing about this small amount. During their journey, Lara solves her father's puzzle. Then she discovers there was an evil group behind the Queen Himiko. They were also in search of her, but she has slept on the bus while solving the puzzle. Then she awakes with a jerk because their ship has reached the island. There were dangerous waves, but when the owner couldn't control the ship, he asks her to jump. Lara was collecting her father's papers, but a wave arrives and it takes Lara with her. The storm was terrible that Lara jumps onto the sea while escaping. Their ship collides with a stone. Their ship was divided into many pieces. Lara awakes, and she was in front of a group. The group leader tells Lara, "I have ended your father in order to find that queen's tomb." They take Lara's father's journal from her bag. Now they make Lara labor and move to the address of Himiko. The ship owner was also there and helps Lara, and asks her to run, but while running Lara drowns in deep water. Before she drowns, she finds a crashed plane there. She holds it, but what she can do there, the plane was drowning because of her weight. Lara courageously runs fast and holds the main part of the plane. Before she could breathe, the plane falls down. Meanwhile, she finds a parachute from that plane and she opens it and lands in the forest. The night appears and she doesn't see anyone in the forest to help her. Meanwhile, a man runs after seeing her. Then Lara chases him, and he was none other than her father. Lara's father becomes happy to see his daughter after so many years. His eyes were filled with tears, and Lara tells her father about the group in the morning. She tells they have taken the book of her father in which the information was. Her father becomes furious hearing this and says, "Lara, you didn't hear my message. I have told you that you have to destroy those things." Now you know the whole world is in danger, so Lara runs there immediately. Lara attacks them with her arrows. They find the tomb, but they don't know its entrance. Lara's father also reaches there and the group leader has caught him. Now Lara has to solve the entrance puzzle. Lara solves the puzzle with her mind and the door opens. Now they enter the cave one by one, but their one wrong step takes a man's life. They see a ditch there and find many skeletons inside. They get shocked to see this and see another puzzle on a wall. They were watching the puzzle and the door of the cave shuts, and the land ended at their feet. Lara also avoids falling, and when they return to the wall, the puzzle was a way out. They now fix various color clues on the wall, but no clue was set. Then Lara understands that the green color indicates freedom. She immediately makes the green color while missing blue and red, and the door opens. As the door opens, they see the tomb of the queen. The queen was looking a normal human when they opened the tomb, but she changes into a skeleton. A companion of the leader was lifting the queen, but there was an infection on his hand. He dies while shouting because of this painful infection. Lara understands while seeing the painting and puzzles that the queen wasn't a magician, but she had an infection. This was the reason the person dies whom the queen touches. That's the reason she sacrificed herself with her own will. She didn't want to end the whole world because of her. Richard and Lara forbid the leader not to take her from here. The leader doesn't agree and keeps the queen's finger while cutting it. The leader has taken a finger of the queen and the queen's warriors arrive and attack Lara. Now Lara's father becomes infected as a warrior touched him. Lara's father makes her understand when she comes to him that one of us has to destroy this tomb while staying here, so none will be able to find this tomb again. And I can't survive, so you have to move while leaving me here. Lara becomes broken because she met her father after so many years. She weeps a lot and then says the last goodbye to her father. Then she searches for the leader. Lara finds the leader and beats him a lot. The leader was also beating Lara. The finger the leader brought Lara puts it in his mouth and throws him into the skeletons. Meanwhile, the tomb blasts and Lara runs fast. She has reached the exit door because of her speed, but she got stuck. She was fortunate that the ship's owner was present to save her and a helicopter also arrived. Now everyone comes out of the island safely after hijacking the helicopter. Lara is shown in London. There she has accepted the property of her father. Seeing the list of her companies, Lara discovers a company